children, I am going to teach history second lesson, the kings and kingdoms in India, 7th century to 12th century AD. इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म्स सबसे पहले देखें, इनको घर में लिख करके याद करके आएँ। पहला इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म है फ्यूडेटरी, a person who the ruler grants a land on certain condition of service. A person to whom the ruler grants a land on certain condition of service. Mandalams, provinces of Chola kingdom, इसमें राज्य होते हैं। वेलेनाड्स डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ द चोला किंगडम, डिस्ट्रिक्ट को चोल किंगडम में क्या कहा जाता है? वेलेनाड्स कहा जाता है। और नाडुस विलेज इन द चोलाज किंगडम, नाडुस कहते थे विलेज को। फिर है तन्योर, लार्ज टाउन इन द चोलाज किंगडम, अब टाउन को तन्योर कहते थे। नगरम, असेंबली डोमिनेटेड बाय ट्रेडर्स एंड मर्चेंट्स, असेंबली डोमिनेटेड बाय ट्रेडर्स एंड मर्चेंट, व्यापारियों का जो संघ था वो आपका नगारम या नगरम भी कह सकते हैं। वैसे नगर तो शहर होता है, लेकिन यहाँ नागारम। मनीग्रामम, गिल्ड आर्ट ट्रेडर्स, एक मनीग्रामम होता था ट्रेडर्स का। चेतीस मर्चेंट्स। गोपुरम, लाफ्टी टेम्पल गेटवेज, मंदिरों में जाने के लिए जो रास्ता होता था वो गोपुरम कहते थे, मुख्य द्वार। अलवार, द वैष्णव सेंट हु प्रीस्ट भक्ति, जो भगवान विष्णु की भक्ति करते थे उन्हें उस समय अलवार कहा जाता था, वैष्णव भगवान विष्णु। नैनार, द 70 सेंट हु प्रेज द भक्ति, जो भगवान शंकर की पूजा करते थे 70 सेंट कहते थे, नैनार्स। लिंग्यात, एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रिलीजियस मूवमेंट स्टेबलाइज बाई बैसवा ऑफ कर्नाटका, कर्नाटक के बैसवा परिवार होता था वो, उसमें लिंग्यात धर्म चलता था, उसे कहा गया है इम्पॉर्टेंट रिलीजियस मूवमेंट, एक आंदोलन, धार्मिक आंदोलन, वो लिंग्यात कहलाया। ब्रह्मदेया, टैक्स फ्री लैंड ग्राउंड गिवन टू ब्राह्मण, ब्राह्मणों को फ्री टैक्स फ्री भूमि दी जाती थी तो वो टैक्स फ्री, बिना उस पर कोई कर नहीं लगाया जाता था, ऐसी भूमि को ब्रह्मदेया कहते थे। ये आपके इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म हैं क्या क्या? फ्यूडेटरी, मंडलम्स, वालनाड्स, नाड्स, तन्यार, नगारम, मणिग्रामम, चेतीज, गोपुरम, अलवार, नैनार्स, लिंग्यात, ब्रह्मदेया। ये कॉपी पर नोट करके याद करके अपने ये आगे सुरक्षित करें। नाउ पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट्स इन नॉर्थ इंडिया। अब पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट नॉर्थ इंडिया में किस प्रकार हुआ देखिए। चोलाज किंगडम में आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ हर्ष, हर्ष एक हिंदू राजा था, उसकी डेथ के बाद में क्या हुआ? हिज वेस्ट एम्पायर डिसइंटीग्रेटेड इनटू पीसेज, ये विशाल साम्राज्य टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में बढ़ गया। एंड एटमॉस्फियर ऑफ द कन्फ्यूजन, chaos and anarchy prevailed in northern India. A large number of small states who were tributaries of Harsha emerged as independent kingdoms. These kingdoms were constantly engaged in mutual wars. Many important political developments took place in India between 700 and 1200 AD, which came to be known as Rajput period. In the 18th century, three powerful kingdoms, arose in northern India and Deccan. The kingdoms of Gurjar Pratihar, the Pals, and Rajput. These powerful kingdoms were constantly at war with each other. In the 10th century, many other Rajput kingdoms emerged in northern and central India. These included the Chahmans or Chauhans, Parmars, Bundel, Solanki, Chandel, ये राज्य आए राजवंश हैं. In the 10th century, Muhammad of Ghazni invaded India and plundered many towns, cities, and temples. In the late 12th century, Muhammad Ghori invaded India and put an end to the Hindu rule in northern India. These two inventions laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate and Muslim rule in India. Now, Gurjar Pratihar 730-1018 AD में the Pratihars, also known as Gurjar Pratihar, were descendants of the Gurjar who entered India immediately after the Huns. They established their kingdom at Avanti, Malwa, and southwestern parts of Rajasthan, and later they occupied Kannauj. Nagbhatta first was the first prominent ruler of this dynasty. He crushed the Arab Muslims of Sindh. His son Vastraj conquered Kannauj and made it the capital. Mihir Bhoj was another famous ruler of this dynasty who adopted the title of Adivara. After subduing the Palas of Bengal during the reign of Mahendrapal I, the Pratihars were the rulers of entire northwestern India. After Mahendrapal, the Pratihar kingdom began to decline because of weak and incompetent successor. Pals. The Palas ruled over the Bihar and Bengal. The region was in the state of great turmoil, anarchy, and unrest. Gopala was the first ruler of the Pala dynasty and provided a stable administration to Bengal. His son Dharmapala expanded his kingdom across the Gangetic plains. He founded the famous monastery of the Vikramshila, which later grew into a monastery. Devapala owned over his Odisha, now Odisha, and Assam. He was great patron of learning and built the famous Mahabodhi temple at Bodh Gaya as the 12th century drew to an end. The Pal kingdom fell to the invention of Bakhtiyar Khilji, the general of Muhammad Ghori, and weak successors. Rashtrakuta. The Rashtrakuta ruled over the Deccan. They were feudatories of the Chalukya of Badami. They rose to power under Dantivarman, also called Dantidurg. He established an independent kingdom and made Malkhand near Solapur, Maharashtra, as his capital. He undertook great conquest and defeated the rulers of Kanchi, Kalinga, Kosla, Malwa, and the Chalukya ruler Kirtivarman II. He assumed the title of Maharajadhiraj, Parameshwara, and Param Bhattakarka. His successor Krishna I extended his kingdom up the up to Karnataka and then Dhruva. Further extended it to the Kaveri river in the south. The Rashtrakuta Empire stretched from Kannauj to Kanyakumari and from Bharuch to Varanasi during the reign of Govinda III, whereas Amogh first ruled for 62 years. Krishna III, the last great Rashtrakuta ruler, defeated the Chola and conquered Kanchi. He also captured Tanjore and defeated the Parmars of Ujjaini. During their rule for nearly 200 years, the Rashtrakuta gave political unity and stability to the Deccan. They got rock-cut cave excavated in the Deccan. Tripartite struggle. The Gurjar, Pratihar, Palaj and Rashtrakuta were contemporary kingdoms and warred constantly to gain hold of Kannauj, then a symbol of sovereignty. This constant struggle among the three is known as tripartite struggle. This struggle lasted for over 2 centuries and weakened all the three dynasties, ultimately leading to their downfall. Next.